So with that, I couldn't be more excited to introduce our newest Rebel, your new head football coach, Lane Kiffin.
What began as a second chance in the SEC for Lane Kiffin turned into one of the greatest stretches in the history of Ole Miss football. When Kiffin accepted the job in December of 2019, no one could have dreamed what the next 6 years had in store.
And Ole Miss on the road, a 31-21 winner in the Egg Bowl.
Lane Kiffin and his team improved to 11-2. They are the champions of the 2023 Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl.
Following a 5-5 season riddled by the pandemic in 2020, Kiffin architected just the third 10-win season at Ole Miss since the turn of the century. In 2022, the Rebels won 8 games, but rumors surfaced about the Lane train departing for Auburn.
So then we get to this potential Lane Kiffin from Ole Miss to Auburn situation.
How would you feel if he takes the Auburn job after what he's been doing on social media?
I think he's going to.
However, Kiffin stayed in Oxford and began to make healthier life decisions while embracing his role as a father.
Guys, there's not a day that don't go by that I'm not grateful for Oxford, for Ole Miss, especially with Landry here, as you guys know. And as you get older, you're never going to be able to replace that time with your children.
For the first time in years, Lane was genuinely happy. In 2023, Kiffin led Ole Miss to its first 11-win season in program history, capped off by a New Year's Six Bowl win over Penn State in the Peach Bowl.
Just really pleased to be part of that, very grateful for our staff, for our leadership here and our players, and they've done amazing, to win 10 games to the last 3 seasons.
Sitting at number 6 in the 2024 preseason poll, the Rebels entered the season with high expectations and manufactured the third 10-win season in 4 years, the first time accomplishing the feat since the early 1960s. But Ole Miss failed to make the college football playoffs, and many expected the 2025 season to be a rebuilding year. They couldn't have been more wrong.
On 4th and 3, it's right, and he's wide open. He should just go down in bounds, and he does. Great call, Greg, and great call by Lane Kiffin and Charlie Weiss Jr. 20 yards to put the game away. Ole Miss has its first win on the road against a ranked conference opponent under Lane Kiffin.
Kiffin once again navigated the transfer portal, finding Kewan Lacey, who set the single-season program record for rushing touchdowns, and turned Division II quarterback Trinidad Chambliss into one of the top offensive producers in the SEC.
You can't get a better story than Trinidad. You guys in Division II playing in front of 500 people, and today he goes for 359 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, no sacks, and some critical runs in a rivalry game.
Ole Miss made history once again, tallying a program record 11 regular season wins, punching its ticket to the college football playoffs for the first time in program history.
First 11-win regular season in the history of Ole Miss football. Their second overall season in the last 3 years with 11 wins.
And now Lane Kiffin is gone. Not only is he leaving in the midst of the greatest season in the history of the Rebels program, he is giving up an opportunity to solidify his legacy with a chance to compete for a national championship at Ole Miss, exiting for one of its fiercest rivals.
The sentiment here in Oxford, Mississippi right now is that Kiffin's unwillingness to commit is an indicator of his desire to go.
In the end, Kiffin is heading to the Bayou, looking to create a new chapter in one of the most fertile recruiting grounds in the nation.
The Arizona Cardinals select Tyrann Mathieu.
The Jacksonville Jaguars select Leonard Fournette. The Cincinnati Bengals select Jamar Chase.
He now has the opportunity to etch his name as the 5th head coach to bring a national title to LSU, a list that includes one of the most influential people in his life, Nick Saban.
LSU wins the BCS National Championship.
But if he fails, the decision to depart Oxford will haunt him forever. All aboard the Lane train. Next stop, Baton Rouge.